Oh, this is going to be an unmitigated disaster.
Coach, just a stone's throw from here. The bikers and joggers, they're lining the shores of Lake Michigan, and rightfully so. But we've got some football business to take care of at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears.
Where you think you're going?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's the first carry for Troy Cohen, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Garoppolo now. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Just like that. Check safety. Watch out. Check the backer.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They find some open field here.
God damn it. I tripped over
a big play there for the Niners. 43 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think,
I thought they was trying to get in front of me
and
straight, so I was trying to use him as a block.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run with Barber, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Peyton Barber taking it in as his guys Bears are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready? 250. 53. And middle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Yeah.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
He might be trying to touch pass.
7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him.
Yeah, I already made him overshoot when I scored that touchdown.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, watch it. He's checking. 11.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Oh, God damn.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears.
That's useful.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner.
Useful.
They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold
you had it too,
with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Damn sure thought you had it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Stafford. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down.
Set, ladies.
At the 16-yard line.
Squeeze, double. You go tight. You got 70. You got tight right there. Kill. Under 10. 10. Tighten up. Monday.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Set, blue 60. Omaha, ready, blue. 53.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. That is caught by Cohen. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
53, ready. Kill.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. It's complete. Javon wins the open man. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play action. Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 8 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He's got a first down past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mike 54. Hey, 50. Back to you.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And he completes it to Cohen. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's going to loft this one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Cohen. He heads right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pandas. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Back at the 25-yard line.
Set. Go 20. 53. Mike. Alert. 53 to Mike. 53 to Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And an alley to a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, baby.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Stafford. Open man is Trey Burton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
21. Get in the weight room.
From the 44, Stafford. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check. Crunch. 54.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, 4 down. 90 is the line. Hey,
on 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
y'all playing the wrong football.
To throw is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pandas, and he's got him. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Man open, it's Goodwin. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
Into the hands of Pandas. It's a jet sweep. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Bears' 40-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And
holy shit, I hit the wrong button.
Inside the 10, just shy
I had circle wide the fuck open.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I am a lucky bitch there. I can't even front there. Lucky as fuck.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you're doing. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up, because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
We got 4.
On 1st down, it's Cohen, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cohen. And an alley to run. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. From the gun, here's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Stafford. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Operating from the gun. Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
6-man.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. 58, right over there, right over there.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. 23 yards, the final tally. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
58, come on. 58, come on. Get your swarm on. Check 9, check 9. Check 99, check 99.
Garoppolo now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start with a give to Cohen. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
He's back to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 23 yards on the play.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep the offense moving.
Now Stafford. Got a man open. It's Wims. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Stafford now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Stafford now to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They try again with Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. I got you, I got you.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now,
he was the only person on his team who got a sack against me. Like, it pisses me off because 3 of those sacks that I got from Mac, I had already hit the button like 4 times before he fucking got to me, and Garoppolo just would not throw it. And it's not like I'm tapping it trying to get him because I know that pump fakes. I'm literally pressing and releasing, pressing and releasing, pressing and releasing, 3 fucking times. Because I see him coming. I know he's there. Garoppolo will not release that fucking ball to save his goddamn life. What's the point of brick wall if I'm just going to go down immediately any fucking way? Oh, that's probably what it is. Well, yeah, what a fucking waste then. Yeah, it's completely fucking worthless. Let me move him over to running back a couple times and get a better X factor. I can switch whatever the fuck I please. I am God here. I'm sorry, Hulk. I couldn't hear you over the sound of my balls touching your throat. What was that? Yeah. I'm all the way in. All the way in. Because you eating that dick, bitch.